Welcome to Cyber Espresso Podcast, your quick shot of cybersecurity insights with industry leaders. I welcome today's guest, Mike Brass. Mike, welcome to our podcast.
Yep, thank you. Honored to be here.
Thanks for your valuable time, Mike. So, Mike, I just want to talk about your new book, GRC, Demystifying the Risk and Data Privacy. What inspired you to write that book, and who is the primary audience?
It originated by a few things. I used to be an external assessor for BCS, the Chartered Institute for IT, on the apprenticeship programs. So people would go through to the IT cybersecurity apprenticeships on a structured program, and then they would get assessed at the end. And I was one of the assessors on it. I kept noticing that there was a gap in a lot of people's knowledge, particularly with regards to GRC and risk management. That gap could have resulted either from because of the specific training that they were getting from the provider. I'm not casting aspersions on any one provider. It's just that there were a multitude of providers. Or from their organization, the types and nature of the exposures that they were getting to relevant activities within their particular companies. And I thought what we need to do is establish a particular baseline of knowledge. So I created my Udemy course, which anyone can find just by looking for my name and the word governance at the end with Udemy. And then a couple of weeks after that went live, I got an email through from CRC Press, who are an imprint of Routledge, who are part of the Taylor and Francis group, to say, why don't you submit a book proposal? I said, what I would be thinking then of is an expanded version of what is actually covered in my course that went through the peer review process and was then accepted. So within the company that I work with, National Highways, I oversee two teams, the governance, risk and compliance function, as well as enterprise security architecture, which is not a technical function. We set the standards and security practices and processes by which the organization operates. And because I'm in charge of both, I've got very close interconnectivity established between the two teams. And so as I was writing the GRC side of the book, I asked my deputy on the ESA side, would he be interested in writing an enterprise security architecture chapter for this particular book. His name's Rob Campbell. He's had some 30 plus years of experience within ESA. And so that's what he wrote about. I mean, for the people viewing, that's the book right there. And there's a chapter by Rob, which is of interest to a lot of different people. And it's called The Strategic Role of Enterprise Security Architecture in Governance, Risk and Compliance. It's effectively how do you bring these two together for the benefit of the organization.
Very well. So, what will be one section in your book that the readers shouldn't miss out? If there is only one chapter, if the readers you want them to read, what will that be?
For me, it's always about the social sciences. So I'm an absolute big believer in having people in information security from multiple disciplinary backgrounds. Where it could be from legal, it can be from engineering, it could be from the traditional IT route, it could be from data privacy. There's even medical professionals have come into information security, and there are quite a few examples of people in National Highways as security function from multiple backgrounds. My rationale for this is quite simple. What is information security or cybersecurity at its most fundamental? It's about human behavior. It's about the opportunities and adverse effects from human behavior on an organization. And what are the social sciences? It's looking at human behavior. It's looking at the structure of human behavior, whether it's in the past or whether it's in the present. And I feel a lot of those skills, as well as together things like stakeholder management, research, design, forensics, etc., all of that coming into play in moving back and forth.
Very good. Thanks for sharing that. So, just to change the topic, in one of your posts, you wrote that digital transformation doesn't equal to IT. Do you want to expand on your thoughts?
When you're looking at digital transformation, you're looking at, not, as I say, not just IT, you're looking at what is OT, the operational technology. And that's quite a different skill set. People don't realize the extent to which that is a different skill set from IT. In my experience, it's actually easier to have OT people crossing over into IT than it is vice versa. Obviously, it does happen. I'm not disparaging anybody, but I'm saying you're operating in a very different way. Then you've got matters to do with safety. You've got matters to do with health. And I'm thinking here of AI. AI is not just technical. It's all of those. Its impacts on health, it impacts on safety. You've got ethical considerations, so you've got legal people coming in. You've got human behaviorists coming in. You've got anthropologists coming in to it all. Tech is just one part of this much larger picture. And that's when you're switching the lens from the bottom up to the top down. When you're looking at it from the business perspective, what are the lenses that need to be brought to bear on a particular problem? Who are the stakeholders? Who is it impacting within the business?
Very good. Well, Mike, I appreciate your time just before the weekend, spending time with me, and thanks for sharing valuable insights. I look forward to talking to you on other topics on other occasions.
Thank you very much for having me.
Take care, Mike. Bye.